Once upon a time in the quaint village of Eldoria, nestled deep within the dense woods, there lived a young man named Ethan. He was a humble and adventurous soul, known for his love of exploring the wilderness surrounding the village. One fateful evening, as the moon began its ascent into the night sky, Ethan decided to venture deeper into the woods than ever before. As he wandered through the moonlit forest, a strange feeling overcame him. The rustling of leaves and distant howls filled the air, setting an eerie atmosphere. Unbeknownst to Ethan, he had stumbled upon the territory of a mysterious creature, a werewolf. Suddenly, a large shadowy figure emerged from the darkness and lunged at Ethan. Before he could react, the creature sank its fangs into his shoulder, leaving him in excruciating pain. Fear and panic took over him as he struggled to break free from the creature's grip. With one final push, he managed to escape and stumbled backward, falling to the forest floor. The werewolf, however, didn't attack him further. Instead, it gazed at him with amber eyes, seemingly filled with recognition and remorse. Then, in an unexpected twist, the creature transformed back into its human form, a young woman named Isabelle. She was a resident of Eldoria who had kept her condition a secret, living in isolation to protect the village from her werewolf nature. Isabelle rushed to Ethan's side, tears streaming down her face as she tended to his wound. She apologized profusely for her actions, explaining that she couldn't control her transformation during the full moon. Ethan, despite his pain and fear, felt a sense of compassion towards Isabelle. He realized that she was just as much a victim of her condition as he was of the attack. As the night wore on, Isabelle guided Ethan back to the village, helping him despite her own exhaustion and guilt. They decided to keep the truth of what happened hidden, fearing the consequences of revealing a werewolf's presence in Eldoria. Over the following days, Ethan's wound slowly healed, but he experienced strange sensations coursing through his body. His senses sharpened, and he developed an inexplicable bond with the moon. Fearful of what might be happening to him, he sought advice from a wise elder in the village, Marcellus. Marcellus had knowledge of ancient curses and mystical creatures, and upon hearing Ethan's story, he recognized the symptoms immediately. Ethan had been infected by the werewolf's bite, and with each passing day, he was becoming more of a werewolf himself. Marcellus revealed that there was a chance to control the transformation, but it required embracing both the human and the wolf within. He began training Ethan in ancient rituals, and taught him to harness the power of the moon instead of being controlled by it. As weeks turned into months, Ethan and Isabelle grew closer, finding solace in each other's company. Isabelle became Ethan's mentor, guiding him through the process of accepting his new nature. They developed a deep bond, and their affection for one another blossomed into something more profound. As the next full moon approached, Ethan faced his greatest test. With Isabelle's support, he confronted his fears and successfully transformed into a werewolf without losing control. He had become a harmony of both man and beast, an unprecedented feat in Eldoria's history. Word of Ethan's transformation spread through the village, and some were afraid of him at first. However, with Isabelle's testimony and the elder's guidance, the people of Eldoria eventually accepted him. He became a protector of the village, using his newfound abilities to defend them from threats lurking in the shadows. In the end, Ethan and Isabelle's love prevailed, breaking the curse that isolated her for so long. Their story served as a reminder that even the most unusual circumstances could lead to something beautiful and powerful. As they stood under the moonlit sky hand in hand, they knew that they had embarked on a remarkable journey together. One filled with love, acceptance, and the magic of the unknown.